All right, back out here. I've had a few comments about longer videos. They don't like the short ones. Some other comments about it's nice to see a full check, because even checking empty traps, because that's the reality of trapping. So give you a little extension of today. Got 4 DP Todd students out here. I'm just in checking some snares, so I keep them out of this area just to keep some of the traffic and scent down. Got a little bit of bait here that I'm just gonna spread out, but we've got some big bait piles close by. So there's one of my snares that got knocked down earlier. We pulled 2 coyotes out of here earlier, and then it's gone kind of quiet since then. Got some fresh snow, so we'll see if there's some tracks in here. This trail gets used quite a bit. Got a snare down there. I won't bother going in any further. I always want to set a snare here. I keep thinking that that's a good spot. Every time I walk by, I think I should have a snare there. And then I never put up a snare. Looks pretty quiet in here. Again, lots of really good spots for snares. There's been some old bait in this area here, some bigger stuff over the years. Got some coyotes that have come through here. Got a snare under there. I like that one. That one produced a nice black wolf last year. Another snare here. Got something in there last year, but I got chewed out. That could be a Marten. A bit small. Got a snare back over there that produced a coyote last year. I should have 2 more snares here coming up, I think. Oh yeah. Snare back in there. Looks good, nice and camouflaged. And another snare right through that trail, which again, that should produce. Just gotta get some critters coming through here. Let's dump a little more bait out. Nothing major, but just get things sniffing around. And we're down to 1 more snare. I had one in there, but it was a really short snare. Just I could never get it set up properly. So I need to just get a longer snare, stick that in. And then I've got a snare through there you won't really be able to see. It's not set off, so nothing. Is that just squirrel? Just show you the snare from this end. Right through there. That's a good one. That produced a coyote last year. I find that quite often after a catch, things kind of go quiet as far as movement in here, but you just never know, all of a sudden it'll pick right back up. So we got another spot we'll check out close by. I'll take the kids into that one, see if we got anything. There's second snare site, and we've got something's walked in. You can throw a little bit of bait in there. And then Just spread some of the other stuff around. Try not to throw it because Pacer will chase it. Just so there's a snare over there. We've got 3 snares under this log here, so just don't throw anything that way because Pacer will run through there. So you can maybe toss some over here. We got a Marten box. Do you have any bait in it? Still some bait in there. I've got another snare through there. We had a coyote come through here. We just saw one on the road. But we've got a Lynx cubby back here which doesn't have any bait in it. So it got raided last time. Everything's still set, so we're gonna, and there's been some little critters in there looking for stuff, which they couldn't find because there's nothing in there. And then we have a Marten box and it's empty. So it's right over here on this tree. There's our Marten box. There's a creek down at the bottom of this, which we'll cross over on. So we've got to build this up a little bit better because something raided it. So we still got the trap here in the front. And so if you want to throw in some bait, put it through the back, like reach in over here and try and get it closer to the back.
Don't stick your hand through the trap.
Yeah.
That's kind of an obvious thing.
Yeah.
Don't just stick your hand in there.
That's good. So that has got some bigger piece of bone on it, so hopefully whatever came in here, because it obviously was some small critters.
Sounds like
Okay, so what I'm gonna get you guys to do is just go break even just some of these branches off of here and kind of plug in these holes a bit. Okay, so grab like that stuff off of there. Well, it's a start, but we need a bunch. And like the stuff off the trees, whatever, and then you just want to kind of fill in so that it's a little bit tighter spacing for the small, you know, just kind of work your way around and make sure there's nothing, any obvious gaps. Like I'm not too worried about the Marten or ermine weasels getting through there. Probably, yeah, that's probably good. This one in here is a milk crate with a 280 in it. When I set it, there was lots of rabbit tracks in here, so Lynx like to eat rabbit, go after rabbit. And I see the trap. Nothing's in it. So here's where our Mr. Coyote, when we came down the road, he was probably coming out of here. Oh, look at, this is from the coyote digging. I've seen a few spots now where they're digging. I don't know if they're going after squirrels.
Maybe rabbits.
Well, rabbits won't be down in that. I've seen that in a few places. So there's the cubby right up there. And it looks like it's pretty much empty of bait. So he walked right by. Didn't really check it out. I mean, he did from a distance, I guess. And I can see other tracks. So things have eventually pulled out. So like little weasels and whatnot, they'll get in around those, around the springs here, or around the trigger, and get stuff out. So what we'll get some bait in there. So this is one of our caps when we bring the elementary classes out. We bring them into here, have a fire. Oh, one of our shelters got knocked over. That was a nice lean-to in there. Check out these shelters. So these two shelters which we keep up, students from Lac du Bois, made them. That's a good one still standing. It's been about a month. You could sleep in that. Cover it up a little bit more, and then there's a big one over here. Well, let's hope he's barking at squirrels. There's a good one. Just need to cover the top a little bit more, keep that snow out.
Yeah.
But they built that in a few hours.
What's that for?
So when we bring the elementary classes out, we bring them out to this spot here, like a full group.
You don't have any traps set up over there?
No, they're back here. And then we have there's some skeletons of some other shelters that kids have built all around here. And then we have a fire area over here. So this one got raided. We're gonna have to rebuild it a little bit.
A little.
Some tracks coming through here. So something came in through that side over there. And there's like literally no bait left in there. All right, I sent the students in to check this Marten box and told them to holler. They're hollering. So what did the mighty trappers get?
Weasel.
A weasel.
What is this?
A little white weasel.
Milky.
Nice. This trap's been pretty good. This is one of the traps where a grizzly bear came in, actually. Those are old tracks over there from a grizzly bear. Came in here, checked it out, and there was a weasel in here before. And the grizzly never took it,
That's good.
which is good. And so it's frozen, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
tails.
so then what we do is we switch out the traps because we don't want to pull the hair. So if you want to unwire right there,
Oh.
you're probably going to need 2 hands unless you're really talented. You're going to wire this one up on that chain just kind of the same way, and then I'll set it and put it in the box.
Pretty hard on pace procedure.
All right, sent the boys in to check 2 more Marten boxes, and they're hollering that we got a squirrel and that it's fresh and soft. So if it's soft, then we can take it out of the trap.
Pretty wiggly.
It's only the tail that's frozen.
That sucker's warm,
Shit.
like
Like he was just caught.
just caught. Yeah, so we can take that out of, so we can just reuse this trap. You got the setters.
Bro. See the bait.
See the bait, which means you can see the trap, which means it's not set off.
Nothing.
No. Let's see where that coyote that came around here. Ooh, lots of big bait in here, so let's add some more. And we have lots of bait, we might as well use it. There we go.
Lure bound?
Yay. Right along the ridge. I like to set traps along the ridge there. There's probably water down in the bottom at some point throughout the year. Which attracts animals, so you should see a Marten box on a stump. A little slightly different set, and I see it.
What?
And it looks like a squirrel.
Another squirrel?
Is it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got something. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's get a close up here. That's a good catch. Really good catch, yeah.